Hello there, and welcome to a completely new series. So the more casual returning people might be a little bit confused. Hey, BD, what's going on? We've got a completely different game. This isn't Timberborn. There's no beavers, and yes, you are right. I think we're gonna try a slightly a bit different game this time. This one's called Farming Simulator 2025. So if you have played this, you know it's definitely a very good game. Completely different, obviously. So yeah, if you're looking for some kind of a hardcore survival management strategy game, then this series is not for you. I'm gonna be as honest as I can and and transparent. So it's gonna be complete opposite. Actually, I've figured that recently I wanted to try some kind of more relaxing game. So if you're looking for something a bit more relaxing, laid back, then this series is probably for you. So I'm gonna go through quite a few things a little bit later, but essentially what we have over here is yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We've got 250,000 euros, and we're gonna try and set up a farm eventually. It's gonna be quite a bit of a challenge, I suppose. So I don't know how many of you have played this before, but I've tried FS19 way back in the days, and I think one of the days I just noticed that this popped up on my feed as well, and I thought, why don't we give this a try again? So I have been playing this for a few times already, or a few days already, and then I realized, hey, why haven't I brought this to the channel? So yeah, here we go. And yeah, the goal, I suppose with the goal in this game as well, there is not gonna be anything crazy. So this map is pretty interesting. I've sort of played this few times in the last week with big farms and everything and equipment, and I felt like, why don't we try something else? So I've found a map that has, well, except one field, it has no fields. It's just forests, meadows, grasslands, and I thought, why don't we set ourselves a bit of a challenge? Why don't we just limit them starting money? We're just gonna start with a car and a chainsaw, and then see what we can build. I've installed quite a few mods as well. There's we're definitely gonna be using, well, this isn't a mod, but we're gonna be using seasons for growth. We're also gonna have a few, I think there was realistic weather that brings deeper snow, few extra disasters, and what else do we have? There was the precision mod as well that introduces some more moisture and other metrics with the soil. So most of those mods are actually very new for me. I have not tried them before. So yeah, definitely wanted to increase the challenge a little bit, but at the same time as well, I don't want this game to be super difficult. So we are gonna try and make this somewhat realistic to an extent. I don't want this series to become a crazy simulator. I know the name has simulator in it, but we want to keep this somewhat engaging as well for myself and everyone that's watching. So yeah, I think we've just arrived to the plot there that we are starting from. So somewhere around here. Yeah, so when we were talking about realism, it's the mods, it's the we're gonna avoid jumping or teleporting around the map a little bit. I guess the premise is that ourselves and a friend of ours, so perhaps a couple or two friends, decided to move to the countryside a little bit and then set up this farm. So what this means for the gameplay is that we're not going to use a lot of workers in the first 1 or 2 years. So definitely gonna try and keep this more realistic, but we are gonna have one friend, one worker that can help us out here and there. And we're definitely gonna be allowed to set up at least one sort of automated route with this as well. So once we have a course recorded, we can automatically send this car or another vehicle from point A to point B whilst we are doing some woodwork. Okay, so there's a couple of those things. What else do we have? I think with other things as well, we're definitely not gonna, this isn't gonna be a super hardcore challenge where we have no cash, nothing at all, and then completely limiting ourselves with everything. I think yeah, I think it's a mix. It's good sort of a middle ground. So with this map as well, there is only... I'm not really being everywhere on this map. There is a railroad that goes through here, and we are strategically located not too far from the sale point as well. So we are gonna head to the shop right now because the starting farm didn't really have anything, so there wasn't much to show really. And yeah, so as the name suggested, it is a farming simulator, but we don't have any farms, so that is a little bit confusing. Now we are gonna have to build and set up all of our farm, the fields, everything from the ground up. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try very hard not to spend everything in one go, but we're just gonna head to this shop that is right over here. Okay, so here we are. Jump over here. Yep, we've got this lovely little card that we took with us when we left the city as well. So yep, shop is over here. And with the items, okay, so let's take a look what we can buy. So 250 is what we have. Used vehicle sale, we're not going to buy anything new. I think there's a few things maybe, but most things we're going to try and get this from this sale. So let's see what we have. Don't need this. I'm thinking... Alright, so in terms of forestry, first of all, we're going to need a tractor and something to bring those logs in here. We've got the cars, that's good. I'm thinking once we start doing like silage and hay as well, we could buy this New Holland. That's a very good price to have actually, a bit of a discount as well, but doesn't really... Well, horsepower is pretty low, so that's really good. I'm assuming that's... Oh yeah, that looks like round bales. Okay, so let's 26,000 over here. Oh, talking about finances as well. Why don't we look through... That's the map over here. So let's have a look over here as well. So finances, there we go. So the map itself had some items already before, some vehicles and things. So I had to sell everything and reset the money at 250. What I am trying to show over here is that we don't have a loan. So that's going to make this a little bit easier. And right now we have 250. So yeah, definitely had to reset a few things over here. And here's the moisture. I think once we start setting up some farms, so we're going to see some more information here as well. Seasons are activated, and then we had to quickly look at the settings here as well. So let's do this over here. Okay, so we are going to increase the time. I think 5x is good. Economic difficulty, you can probably leave it at easy. It doesn't really affect us because we don't have any crops to sell right now. Anyways, traffic, well, this map doesn't really have any roads, so we can leave this off. Seasons on, 2 days per month. I was thinking of dropping this to 1, but let's just leave it as it is right now. Snow is on. Crop destruction, and I think right now plowing, field stones don't really make sense because we don't have any fields. We could leave them off. Weeds, probably same thing, but I'm just going to leave it on. Disasters, I've never actually seen them, so left them on visuals. I don't know if we're going to have them here. Everything else, automatic engine start is off. Might need this. So yeah, once we have AI workers, we're not going to let them buy anything. We're going to do it all of ourselves. Weather mods, and then yeah, we're going to have a few more disasters. We got blizzards, droughts, puddles, crop fires, and I think it's going to increase the snow as well. Now, wasn't it? And precision farming. So there we go. So there's the settings out the way. Let's have a quick look at the shop as well. I think we're going to come back to this one over here. 26,000. Okay, that's good. These things are crazy. Okay, so we're not going to be able to afford any of this. We are going to need a harvester. Not a harvester, sorry. Oh, that's not for us. Never mind. What else do we need? We need a tractor first off. Oh, okay. So this one's quite lovely. I was hoping to go with 13,000. This one's pretty good over here. Cannot be... Okay, I'm liking this one. Engine, 71 horsepower. Quite a fun starting one. It doesn't have a lot of power. What we do need is a... Let's see, a front loader we have. This could be quite okay. For a few jobs at least. Bit of weight on it as well. Definitely going to be useful. Now the question is, are we going to need something... Okay, so... This one's quite promising, but for a bit of extra we can have this vent over here. Let's just have a look. Engine setup 115. 150 is pretty good. That's gonna cover pretty much everything on our farm. And then let's have a look as well. Wheels, I think we're gonna do with weights and some wider tires. Alright, front wheel fenders, we can save a bit of money, don't need this. Tinting, 3-point definitely need. Attacher, oh yeah, front loader we definitely need. Let's change the color as well, just a little bit different. Here we go, and I think that's pretty much all of it now, isn't it? Oh, there's a few more colors we can do, so why don't we... Is that gonna charge us? No, it isn't. This one really sticks out. I don't really like this. Okay, here we go. A little bit better. I'm thinking, let's see, engine, ceiling, something. Oh yeah, this one's a little bit better. Okay, well, I think we can be pretty happy. We can update this a little bit later as well. So, also another mode we have is financing. If anything is too expensive, we can sort of finance it. So we're gonna pay this back over 6, 12 or 24-month increments, and then the interest rate as well, it's gonna be either 2, 5 or 10%. So I think right now we can just buy it straight out. It's gonna cost us 26,000. That's pretty good. And then let's have a look over here. 80,000, bit too expensive. No for that. I am pretty tempted about this one there. Let's have a look. Nothing. There's nothing else we can really buy over here. Okay, so planter. Are we gonna plant any of these crops? Maybe 45% off is pretty good though. Probably not gonna buy you over here. That's pretty expensive. Okay, is there anything else we can have over here? Probably not. There's a lot that we want and would love to have. This one's very, yeah, 50,000 for a round baler. That's a little bit expensive. So the good thing is, because we got a pretty decent tractor, we can actually buy a little bit better mower. The question is, are we gonna need something this fancy? We don't know yet. Oh. Okay, so here's another one that I'd love to buy. Change the color. Let's have a look. Cabin closed. I'd love to actually leave it open. Engine 90 or 250. Okay, let's go through this one. It will be good to start with 2 tractors potentially. Don't maybe need it. It's good to have another one because we're gonna need it later though. Wheels, front double. Okay, that's pretty good. Fenders we don't need. Oh yeah, for the roleplay factor, this would be definitely pretty cool to have. So we can do a front loader as well. What about, can we do both? Oh no, we cannot. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Too bad. What else do we have here? Nope, maybe something like this and the design over here as well. Alright. Here we go. This one's a little bit better. Right, so 30,000, we got 223. Actually, we don't have a lot of spare money. I mean, we could always take a loan as well. Would be pretty cool. So what are we gonna need things for? Actually, let's just pause this for a second. We'll come back to you a little bit later. 64,000 for another one. Oh, very tempting. Okay, so we do have the tractor over there. And now... wow, there's so many things to buy. What else do we need? We've got a chainsaw already. Nothing over here. On the miscellaneous, was there anything we desperately need? No. We're going to need a bit of a wait at some point. So, okay, let's go through forestry. All the harvested forwarders, we're not going to have money for any of this. So there's that. What we are going to want is a trailer to take some logs back over here. So what is something affordable? Let's see. Okay, so we are going to need a truck for you as well. That's not going to be cheap, I'm afraid. 15,000 for you is quite tempting. Okay, so if we Okay, yes, that is actually very tempting, and it comes with the crane as well. We can just drive next to the logs, pick them up, put them in here. But what I was thinking to do was to use the tractor to load up with all those things. Okay, let's see this one. Why is this a mod? Okay, so that's gonna allow us a few extra updates. So low setup is actually quite good. Do you allow us? No, you don't really. That's already low, so that's okay. We can use it with the car as well. I was initially thinking of using this guy over here. Okay, yep, that's good. 2,000 only, and then use the... let's see. That's also an interesting 45,000. A bit more expensive though. Okay, let's go back over here for a second. Wood chippers, so we could do some wood chips as well. That's pretty pricey though. Winch to help bring out the logs from the forest. I think that's something we probably do make this things a little bit easier. But at the same time, if we... Where is it? If we buy... Transport a U over here, we might not need to bring those logs out. Actually, never mind, we do need them. I just remembered. And the reason for that is we are going to set up some industries straight away. So let's get you 60 horsepower. So that's good. Definitely handle you. Cool to get one of those bigger ones, but they are a bit more pricier. Not going to have to plant any trees just yet. Tree stumps. They're going to be in the way, but I think we're... It's going to be... Yeah, 27,000 is quite a bit. Let's see if we can do it in a different way. Okay, so the only thing we're going to have to go back is once we decide 15,000. No, let's use the tractor. Very tempted, but I kind of want to buy this over here. Okay, let me just see. 30,000. This one's a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, maybe later. Let's give this a try first. So anything we need from here, we don't have any animals, grapes and olives. Nope, we have no crops at all right now. So baling is probably the first thing we'll go into. We'll make some silage and some other things. So gonna need a mower and some stuff from here. Foraging, don't need anything. Harvesting, nope. Field improvement, seeding. That is probably the second thing we'll go into. Not in this episode, so we can leave this a little bit later. Soil cultivation, trailers. So, okay, so we're not gonna obviously teleport and move things over there. So what we need is a trailer to move some of our equipment over. A few options we have. So, since we are gonna use our car to move things around, let's just see. We got this one, looks a little bit shorter. This one's a little bit longer. I quite like this one here. Let's see this, and it's really flat and low, so it's very easy to put equipment on it. Everything else over here requires a different kind of truck or a tractor in this case. Lovely long... But I think we're gonna use car to transport our produce and some stuff around. What else do we have? Obviously this one's a little bit higher, a bit more... that's also tempting. Might not be suitable for some of the produce. This one here, this one's quite tiny actually in real life. So why don't we pick this one here, change this color. I think that's the sort of main color we're gonna go with. This blue is very bright over here. We can leave this white. All right, here we go. And we have some red bits over here, but I think that's fine over here. Everything else we can leave as it is. Let's buy this out as well. This one is definitely going to be that piece of equipment we're going to use quite a lot. Let me see, 197. So we're going to need about 90,000 for some other things as well. So front loader. Okay, here we go. 80, 120. Okay, we're going to go with the... if we get this smaller tractor... Nope, that's the one we're going to go with. In terms of colors as well. Alright, this one looks pretty good with our tractor, I think. Here we go. Put this one. And then we are going to need some tools over here. So the main one we shall get is the log fork. Here we go. And let's see, anything Oh, interesting. This one... 3-point front loader. This could have been interesting actually as well. I'm not sure how big this is, but we've already bought one. So there we go. Bales, we don't really have anything yet. Pallets is another thing that we are gonna need at some point, but I don't think we need this just yet. So let's start with you. Alright, what else do we... at some point we're gonna get a forklift or a skid loader. Oh, this one will be cool actually. We can change the color a little bit as well, make this look a little bit older. Here we go. I think that's actually yellow was fine. This could be pretty cool on the farm once we start loading and unloading things, but we don't need this right now. Not right at this very moment. So tractors as well. We've got a one. We don't really have to get a... there's quite a few other cool options over here as well, but we're just going to leave this for the time being. Okay, so quick stock take. What do we have over there? Start the engine. Here we go. I think we have the bare necessities already. I am very tempted with this sale right now to get another tractor. So let's take a look at this over here. I think we should be able to, yeah. We should be able to. Oh, this one doesn't attach to the car actually. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, let's see what we can do about it. So fortunately we have only this equipment right now, and this one's gonna be easy to leave over here. Here we go. Let's just reverse this onto the platform. So here we go. Alright. Turning radius isn't the best on this one. We're gonna make it work though. Here we go. Alright. Not the best in driving, obviously. But I'm sure we can manage this without crashing. Okay, here we go. Let's load you up as well. We'll grab the logging. Oh, what we are gonna need though. And let's see, bring you up. What is going on? Okay, here we go. Alright, so here's this. It feels like we're a little empty-handed now, isn't it? Okay, so what else do we... Let's lock you in as well. So we are gonna need... What's going on? Okay, here we go. Speed up. Top speed 52, so that's... It's not too bad, actually. Alright, quick check over here. What else do we need? Okay, tractor, front pit. Oh, yep. We said that we need a trailer. Yep. And since we have space, I might as well pick up a few extra things as well. So, we'll transport. Here we go. We do have to get rid of the stumps as well. So the one thing I'm not sure, if we're gonna get the skid loader a little bit later, then one of the attachments we can have is... Where is it? This one. This stump grinder is a lot cheaper than the one for the tractor. So let's go back in the forest real quick. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Stump cutters, 27,000. Okay, so for that price, I can already get the skid loader and the stump cutter. So let's do that. Yep, I think that's already worth it. So 15,000. Set the color as well. Here we go. Anything else we need to? Well, forestry would make sense, but it's gonna cost us 750, which we don't really wanna do. I mean, the color... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to spend that money, because I don't want it bright green like that. It makes it look like it's pretty new. Alright, so this one as well. The stumpy bit. Okay, kind of would be cool to have it as a rated one so we can find it for practical reasons, but it sort of sticks and stands out way too much. So here we go. Here's one, and the other one that I think we're gonna get right now. Pallet fork. Yeah, so we might as well get this one right now as well. So here's these two. Okay, next one, forestry. Trailer, semi-trailer. Let's have a quick look over here as well. Was there any mods we could... Combinations. Oh, so that one goes on top of you. 35,000 plus the 40 in total. That takes quite a big chunk of our initial starting money. So, okay. Forestry trailer. So let's get that one next. Where are we? Right over here. So, I mean, since we have the front loader, we're not going to need you. We're going to use the car to bring the logs over, which may seem and sound a little bit silly, but 2,000 for you is very, very tempting, I must say. I mean, extra 15 good to you as well. Okay, do you know what? Let's start with this one here. Okay, here we go. Done. We're good to go. Next up was... We were saying mowing the grass. How much space do we... Okay, quick save as well. How much space do we have right now? We can load up a couple more things, but... Okay, let's send you back. Actually, we shouldn't have... We should have used the little pickup truck we had to drive back and forth. But yeah, that's one of the things as well. I'm probably gonna forget half the settings that I wanted to do. So I think the first 1 or 2 years we're gonna be a bit more tough on ourselves. And then later on into the series, we might make it a little bit less strict on ourselves. Just to save a bit of time, I suppose. Okay, let's have a quick look over here. So we got the... Oh, I've got this car on. Here we go. You can drive here. So I wonder if we can load something up here as well. I think we might be able to. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna open you up. Let's get this skid loader out. Alright, here we go. Start the engine. So, this one's a little bit bigger. We're gonna stick you at the back of this pickup truck over here. It's pretty heavy as well. Alright, here we go. This one right over here. Wow. That's super heavy. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to transport this, but we're... Okay, seems doable, I suppose. There we go. Now with you, what we can do... I'm going to grab this pallet fork real quick as well. And then... yeah, we can just drive on top of this here. Maybe more towards back. Okay, let's try and fit you in. Okay, here we turn it off. Lights. Alright, here we go. Just gonna lock you in as well. Put the transport belts and straps. Here we go. Okay, so grab you as well. Definitely gonna need this to bring few logs over and sell them right over here, actually. Why don't we take a quick look? Hold on a second. Let's just turn off the tractor as well, so it's not using up any of the fuel. So one more interesting thing about this map is it unfortunately doesn't have any what was it, fuel depots. I didn't really see them, so I think we're gonna have to buy our own at some point. The fuel that we have in our tanks right now should last us quite a few days. But once we get the fuels going, then it's gonna burn through it a little bit more quicker. So yeah, this is the area where we can sell off quite a few things. Logs will go here, and the train's gonna pick them up a little bit later. So that's pretty nice and easy. We've got a factory over here as well that at some point I would love to buy. But I think right now this sawmill is a bit too expensive for us. So lumber mill, yep, 150,000 euros. Gonna have to do this a little bit later. Okay, so I think we have the main items that we really need. The only question we have right now is should we buy this additional tractor right now or later? Why don't we take a quick look over here again? So the reason we need another one is to maybe have the tractors like preset with some of the tools that we need as well. So for forestry, for example, let me see. Forestry setup is pretty simple. We're gonna need some weights on the tractor, but if we are smart about this, let me see, 165. We need. We've got 60. Let's say 60,000. We can kind of use. Okay, so the cheapest and the easiest over here is this one, 3.5 meters, 3.1. Okay, here we go. This combo would be great. That's very expensive though. Let me see, 35. I think in the future we're probably gonna go for one of those, but that's like quite some time. We don't have a lot of grassland right now. This combo might be more doable investment. Let's say 14,000 now, 16,000 a little bit later, or 13 now, and this, and that's 8.3 compared to this. Okay, let's let's do this one. Okay, so that one's done. So let's go and grab all of our equipment and head straight to the farm. I know getting ready, getting started takes a little bit longer. I think with the episodes as well. We're gonna do something like an hour-long episodes, and not really gonna cut anything. I think the goal is to have it quite realistic. So that's what we are gonna try and do as well, just to show you the whole progress. I think quite a lot of you as well will probably not be watching the whole video anyways. It's just gonna play somewhere in the background. So yeah, that's absolutely fine, and I'm definitely... Okay, here we go. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, yep, there we go. So we can start mowing. Anything else that we need? We're gonna do a quick look at the shop before we head to our plot. Sorry, yeah, as I was saying, the first episode, I think it's gonna be a little bit longer. Maybe do like an hour and a half or so, just to get everything out of the way so we know everything that's happening. Okay, so you're gonna follow us. This is where we're gonna have at least one friend. I mean, I could do it one by one as well, keep going back and forth. It's just gonna take a long time. It's not really gonna add a lot of value, so we're gonna try and keep it as realistic as possible. Are you following us now? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend that that's Tom over there that's following us and helping us out on the farm as well. Okay, so yep, there we go. Okay, one final check. Let's jump over here. He can just wait in the car for a little bit. Deaders, windrows, yep, definitely gonna need. Not right now. Balers. Oh, that's something we should probably buy. Let's go back in the shop over here. 26,000, 10%. That's not a huge discount. Most likely gonna do round ones. I think we didn't have any cheap square balers. 22,000, 25. Hold on a second, 12. Oh, okay. These could be options as well. Let me... This looks pretty cool though. Okay, round balers, let's have a look over here. 60, these are very expensive. These are base game ones. So we had to install a few mods to help us out. Okay. I think we're gonna go... So that's really our only option. 12,000. So actually, never mind. We're not gonna buy this. It's we've got some cheaper options. The reason why we're gonna go with the round one is... Let's have a look. So this one takes round bales. Round bales. You take squares, but that's 34,000. That's expensive. You guys as well. This one's round. Okay, yep. Realistically speaking, round bales is our only option. 27, 13. A very bright blue, which I don't like. But this one's a little bit quicker and easier, and we could set up a worker later on as well, whereas this one we cannot, so... 27,000 for a slightly more suitable color. Okay, we don't have to do this right now, so that's fine. But at least we know kind of what we want. Oh, sorry. Other thing we wanted to check is, let's just make sure. So with the sales and things, we might not have as many later. So the only thing I'm tempted to get is let me see, one of those. Oh, you're 30,000. 15 right now. Half the price. Bit of an investment. Oh yeah, this one definitely tempted. So I think we're gonna buy this tractor right now and then leave it in the shop for the time being. I'm gonna get this as well. Yep, 15,000. Might not be using it right now, but it is a bit of an investment for the future. Near future, I mean. And then let's have a look. There was nothing else we wanted over here. Bale transport, we don't really have any. Yep, no, none for those. Would love to have some of those things. This thing here, no. Let's get the orange one. So the way we can go about this is we're not gonna max it out. I think it feels a little bit unrealistic if we go 250 horsepower. Let's leave you at 90. So let's say maybe like year 1 or 2, end of year 1 or 2, where we can upgrade you to 250. That sort of makes sense. Wheels, definitely gonna do broad ones. Do you? Nope. Let's do this one. Fenders, no. Lights, no. Okay, yep, let's do a front loader. Change the color as well. Here we go. And what else do we have? We said that don't really like this over here. This one feels pretty bright as well. Can we? Nope. Let's do one of those darker grays, and I think that's pretty good. Okay, here we go. I think that's all of our purchases. We got 100k left, and this tractor. Have a look over here. Oh, yep, the mowers. We can leave all those things here. We don't need it just yet. Okay, I think it's time to head back to the farm. Oh wow, yep, that's the setup takes quite a bit of time, but at least now it's out of the way. We've got all of the starting equipment that we want to have, and it's definitely not impossible. It's definitely possible to do it for less as well. 100%. I'm not saying it isn't. So the beauty of this game is you can play this game in any way you want. You can do animals. You can have a cattle farm. You can have sheep. You can have horses, pigs. I think there's even bees and other things. What else was there? There's if you don't like animals, you can do all sorts of crops and things. There's cotton. There's potatoes, there's beets, there's wheat, there's barley. There's a long list of different crops you can grow and have on your farm. Depending on your style, you don't have to do everything. You can just do a little bit. What else you can do? You can do forestry. That's actually pretty cool. So that's something we're starting as well. I don't know how far into the forestry we're going, but yeah, that's also something we can and will do. More recently, I don't think FS19, let's see, is there a train coming? Nope. Okay, there we go. Yeah, FS19, I don't think there was a lot of like production and things, if I remember correctly. That was such a long time ago when I played this. So there's definitely a few more productions and things we can have here, which is pretty cool. Just gives you a different way, again, how to play the game. So that's something we're gonna set up pretty soon as well. Is it? I thought it was raining for a second, but I think it's the environment that's making this noise here. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna cut in from somewhere over here. There's not really many roads or things on this map, and that's really the reason why I chose this map as well, because most other maps you have a town and everything's very developed with the whole map covered in let's see, farms and things. So I think somewhere here, that's where our plot is starting. So we can do a quick check over here. Yep, we've got this area right on the border. So I think it's one of those three that marks the border over here. All right. Right. Let's set up this equipment. Actually, we're gonna tell you, don't need you anymore. Park this right about under this tree here as well. Disconnect you, and at some point very soon we're gonna have to unload this. Alright, here we go. Unstrap it. Turn off the engine. Here we go. Same for you as well. I think we're gonna reverse you somewhere over here. We're gonna try and keep everything sort of organized. It's some of the smaller things can disappear in the grass. We got some pretty high grass vegetation here as well, so let's just try and make sure that we don't lose. Oh, okay. The problem I have is everything's accessible from the other side, or at least the mower is. Let's just bring you a little forward. Here we go. Right about here is okay. Alright, so do we need to pull you guys off? Actually, we don't really need to pull you off just yet. Let's go over here. Turn this off. So somewhere over here we will start building our farm. And the first thing we need to do over here is we want to clear this space out a little bit. Let's have a look. Few things: construction, factories. So there's quite a lot of factories that we can build and different production lines as well, but they're very expensive. We can't really do those. So we're gonna do the smaller versions of them. And the main difference is that although they're producing the same things, the quantities of those productions are a little bit different. A little bit lower is what I wanted to say. So, okay. So I think somewhere around here is where lines with player. Okay. Silly me. Right in the way. So let's move out a little bit. There we go. Construction again. Sawmill. Yep, I think that's what we want to do. I've not used any of the forestry stuff since FS19, so I want to keep it a little bit new and different for myself as well, so it's a bit more interesting. Okay, so we do have a bit of grassland over here, and then we want to leave this for the fields. Over here, there's going to be like a road that follows the tree line, so we're going to want to go a little bit more inwards. And it's okay if we build this over here. I am going to delete this for a second though. Yes, we didn't lose any money. So as long as we don't exit this window, we're not going to lose any money. So one thing I do want to do is make sure this area is nice and flat. Let's change the shape as well. And the strength, make it a little bit stronger. Size is looking okay. And later we're going to smoothen it out. Okay, till about here. And somewhere around here, we're just gonna cut straight in a little bit later. Don't have to worry about it too much right now. We'll fix all this up a little bit later, of course. Alright, what was it? B. Change the cursor. A little bit weaker. There we go. Okay. And the reason why we do this is so we don't have those hard edges over here, especially when we have to drive over them as well. It's going to make it a little bit difficult. At the start, everything we do is going to be a little bit fragile over here. Okay, so we're going to do one. That's the first one. I'm going to build one more. There's 3 things we can produce over there. Okay, never mind. Tractor's going to come a little bit later. So who's in the way, who isn't in the way? Production. So that's where we drop things. That's where the new stuff is gonna go, and this is where we manage you. So I think if I remember correctly, beams, planks, long were the best things sort of to do. Yep, they're a bit more efficient in terms of like space. They're more expensive, but we get them a little bit. The rate is slower. So 24, 41. Yeah, in terms of volume, why don't we start with you actually? There we go. And now we just need some logs. Alright, there we go. The first tree. If we are smart about this, which way should you fall? When you got them, they always fall to your left-hand side. Do we want them falling that way? Actually, never mind. Let's just get it done. Here's the first one. Alright. There it goes. Just gonna do a quick cleanup so it's gonna be a little bit easier. If we are placing them in our factory, so it doesn't really matter. But when we transport them, sell them, deliver them. We definitely need to clean them up a little bit. Okay, I think I got most of it, because that's gonna be quite important when we want to transport it. It's gonna be impossible to transport without cleaning this up. So all right, so I think we've got a mod as well that measures out the tree. This one's gonna be, what is the length of you? Desired length is 6 meters right now. I mean, our truck is pretty short. I think 6 meters will have to do. I don't actually know what's the ideal length. They used to. In FS19, I think it was between 8 to 12 meters that gets you more money per. I think the measurements they're using is liters, which is interesting. In those factories as well, you'll see in a little bit once I open it up again. It takes about 14,000 liters in that factory to produce those beams, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so here we go. Is that the last bit? This one looks pretty light. Oh yeah, this one's a small piece, so we can lift this one here, get this going. There's your first tiny log. Okay, so let's have a quick look over here as well. Lights, yep, let's have you on. Here we go. Oh, the second thing we have to build very quickly is a house for ourselves. Alright, so yeah, 14,000 liters. We got 269 right now. So it's running and doing stuff. So, but yeah, liters is the unit that we're using here. Alright, let's jump over here. Our trusty, lovely Fendt. Swap over. Alright, here's the controls. Not this one, that one. We attached to something. Oh, okay, there we go. I hope we don't have to switch between the two tools. So we've got the front loader and then the attachment. Let me bring this back up. Controls. Oh no, because this tractor is modded. I think it's... Oh yeah, it's opening the door. That is very unfortunate, because basically every time I want to open those close, I'm gonna have to switch between... Oh, that's definitely not gonna work. Oh dear, that's the downside with some of those mods. They've done some really cool custom things, but when using front loaders, that's not gonna help us. It's gonna make this painful a little bit. So I think we're gonna have to find a little bit different use for this tractor in the future. Yeah, don't really see myself using this for too long. Yikes, that's really unfortunate. Alright, so here we go. That's a bit of a challenge. Okay, change over, open, close. Oh yeah, this is... And now we have to change back again. This isn't gonna work. That's way too painful. What I might do off camera is get rid of this tractor and maybe we're gonna have to bring that other one back over here. Okay, hold on a second. This needs to be sorted out. That's not gonna help us. Not gonna make this easy. Oh, right. That attachment is still... Who left the lights on? Alright, here we go. Open the hatch. Gonna get our skid loader. Start the engine. There we go. One cool thing I like over here is when you switch to the lights, we can see them. Oh yeah, a couple of lights pop on as well, depending on how many lights are on right now. Hold on a second. We don't need you. Got a little distracted over here. Okay, that thing is gonna go. Oh, here we go. I think we're gonna switch the camera. Okay, there we go. Get the attachment, lift it up. Yeah, I'm really sad about the tractor. Okay, so that goes here. Don't need you anymore. It really was the perfect one, but it really makes this unusable for us if I have to switch between the front loader and that little okay, the log hand goal thingy. Okay, so we'll park you right about here. Turn this off. Okay, here we go. Might have to put some weights on you as well in a second. I mean, I might still keep this tractor and maybe I'll just bring in the other one. Because we have one more over there. Oh yeah, this is too difficult. Okay, we're gonna try this for a little bit though. Okay, switch over, back. Yeah, there's so much back and forth that it's just gonna cost us so much time. And it's not really a gameplay thing. Unless I... Oh, there we go. Let's just try and go to switch again. Okay, here we go. Let's get another one from here. I did figure out... oh, got a problematic one. Missed the spot, it seems. Okay, let's try it a different way. Sometimes don't have the perfect angle, but sometimes it helps it do it this way as well. Close it up a little bit, lift it up. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Closing it a little bit. There we go. Are we still locked in? Alright, let me just jump out, clean this up a little bit. We don't want to chop it up, just clean it a little bit. There we go. I hope you're not gonna fall out. Alright, here we go. I can fit here, hopefully. Tiny bit more. Ooh, that precision, alright. Well, I mean, it's gonna work. It will work, trust me. We're gonna put the belts on later, and it's gonna be fine. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple more as well. So, actually, hold on a second. This wasn't the dead tree, no, okay. Here's another thing. In FS19, if it was a dead tree, it wasn't very valuable. Oh dear. So when you see this camera flying around, that's actually me forgetting to switch between the tools. And I'm just trying to switch to the front loader to get this ready. Okay, come on. Oh, this tree is gonna help us. Oh, yeah. I mean, partly it's my poor skills of getting this ready, but it's also that I can't multitask. Alright, come on. Let's drop you down. Straighten you out. Here we go. That's no, that's a... Oh no. Just trying to give you a little gentle push. Let's try it this way. Seemed to work with the other one. Okay, swap back. Down. Okay, swap again. Close it. Swap again. Bring it up a little bit. Swap again. Open it up. Let it slide down a little bit. It is sliding kind of, I think. Okay, come on. Yep, there it goes. Alright, great. We're gonna jump out. See, that is far from ideal. Okay, got it. Here we go. Let's try and get this on the trailer as well. How many more pieces do we have? 2. So... Alright, here we go. Is this one gonna be a little bit better? I hope so. Oh. I think the next tree we are... Okay, swap again. This goes over here. Oh dear, swap again. Go back, reverse. Cool. So... I think I'm gonna put the belts on straight away. Make sure those guys stay, and as you can see, seems to be working. Put those hazard lights on as well. Though there's no one really here right now. We don't really need them, but just for the effect and visuals. Alright, let's bring you down as well. Let's see what happens over here. Might struggle a little bit. Do you know what? We're gonna go with this strategy straight away. Oh no. Okay, swap over. Close you up a little bit. Swap. There we go. Alright, come on. Is it gonna slide back a little bit? Oh, yep. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Okay, swap again. Gosh, I think I'm gonna try the other tractor pretty soon. We're gonna bring it in. It wasn't very powerful, of course. We might need some weights on the back as well. The mower is pretty heavy, so maybe... We did buy a mower. Yes, we did. Okay, great. So... This is gonna go... That's gonna sit over here quite nicely. Alright, switch over. Drop you down. I mean... Maybe it just takes a little bit of time to get used to the additional buttons that I have to like press 3 or 4 times every single time I'm switching. Usually, if it's not a modded tractor and it doesn't have those extra oh no, oh dear. Let's just ignore this. Didn't happen. Then yeah, it's very quick. You just use left, right. I mean, maybe... I wonder if I could just change this in the button setting. I don't think I can fix this very easily on my own. Because that's been done inside the mod itself, I think. Okay, so here we go. One more, drop it over here. I think in terms of like the quantity, I'd love to try and squeeze as many as we can. 4 of them, even though it looks full. I think we can double this. Double this number as long as we can do this properly. Alright, come on, here we go. Actually, the weather's pretty nice as well. So the... I tried... Oh dear, way off. I tried the... what was it called? The precision mod, I think it was. Was it? Hold on a second. Moisture, this kind of stuff. Settings. Quickly down over here. Precision farming, that's the one. Yep, I quickly booted it up before. I've never used it before, but I did 1 or 2 days to see what it's about. Of course, I didn't get to see everything about it, so it's still very new. One thing I did notice though was that... oh, switch again. Here we go. Is that to make hay, normally you would just cut the grass and tether it, and there you go, you got hay. But this one, this new mod now, you're gonna have to like wait for it to actually dry. It's no longer instant, which, you know, makes sense, but it's just all those extra layers and things you have to do. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, let's are the lights on? They are on. Okay, let's reverse you a little bit. We said we need some weights, but it kind of feels like we don't really need them. So why don't we test out this the winch that we had over there. So we're gonna cut down some trees and then pull them in with the tractor. First we're gonna have to get rid of this this mower over here. Okay. So not gonna cut down those pretty trees. Yeah, these ones, they are a little bit annoying to work with, so they're more useful for decorative purposes. The trees that we want to sell and work with are those, well, anything with a pine in its name, essentially. There's quite a few different pines, I believe. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna reverse this. Oh, alright, I've got you. So it's kind of cool to drive around in first person as well. There are times where it's almost impossible to do this with certain pieces of equipment. Alright, bring this down. So don't need you right now, so let's yeah, place you over here. So if we are smart, might be able to just drop this tree directly on top of you right there. Alright, we've got this, and we definitely want to cut them as low as we can as well, so that way We don't have those. Oh, oh, that worked out pretty nicely. All right, what do we have? Didn't give us a lot of volume, but works. Yeah, so I'm thinking air trees will... Let's get those down. This is a lovely little area where we could do like... okay, so... gonna have to think about what do we want to build with the money we have. So we can still take a loan. We don't have any loans as we showed before. And we can finance equipment as well. When it comes to, I think, farm buildings, I don't know if you can actually finance it. There's actually quite, yeah, it's one of the mods that I have not tried before. There's quite a few mods that I downloaded last night. I spent like an hour, probably more than an hour, going through all the mods that are available in-game, especially in terms of things that are less powerful, cheaper, because most things that are vanilla, they start from like 50, 60,000. There's a lot of expensive things that don't really work well for us if we want to do this challenge kind of thing. Okay, so why don't we test this out? I think it's time. I'm gonna drive a little bit closer now. Not sure how heavy those trees are, so... Alright, where are they? Kind of tough to see. Okay, one on the right, one on the left. Let's grab you from here. Alright. Press R, I think it was. Here's one. Other one right over here. Bring you a little bit closer. And then we'll try and grab both of them. Alright, press R again. Another tree. Got you. And... oh. There we go. Now we got 3 attachments to navigate through. Fit over here. Alright, come on. Let's pull you in. Oh. Well, at least those trees are dead, so we're gonna try and do something a little bit silly over here. Let's go on this big empty field. I'm gonna try and turn around. We'll go both of you. Okay, nice. And straight over here. So if the last one was about 1,000 liters, that should be another 2,000. Oh, so close. Grab the... okay, cable all connected up. A little bit forward. There we go. Just want to quickly check how much do we have. Alright, saving. Here we go. 4,300. Okay, so that's a lot more. That was like another 3,000 in total. 1,500 per tree. Okay, that's good. We're not complaining. And we got one more over here. I'm not even gonna bother chopping them up. It's just going straight to the production here. Alright, come on. Here we go. Okay, another one done. Yeah. Turn this off again. So these ones here should be pretty expensive. Or maybe it's those ones. I don't remember. Okay, here's another dead one. The question is, okay, so we're definitely gonna expand. I think you are gonna be on top. We're gonna sell this one. Yep, let's sell this one so we can drive over there as well. And before we finalize this episode, this one's been quite a long one already. Hopefully we can sell some off, and just to see how much money we can make from this, from selling logs. Alright, I have to clean you up as well for transportation. Let's make sure you're nice and prepared. And then I think I was trying to say before that it's August, it's nice and sunny, it's dry. Let's have a look at the forecast over here as well. Okay, later in the evening it's gonna rain a little bit, so maybe Around 10. It would be nice to mow around here, mow the grass. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, there was one more tree over here. Never mind. Completely missed this one. Alright, here we go. These pieces as well. So yeah, with the grass, mow it. We don't want it to get wet. Hold on a second. Let me think. If we want to turn it into hay, which we don't need, then we want it dry. If we want grass to turn into silage, then it doesn't matter. So later in the year when it snows, so the reason we need, okay, let me reverse a little bit for the ones that have perhaps played this game. The reason why we want hay and silage is to make some food for the cows. Is that the last one? I think it's the last one. This one looks pretty light. Yeah, so we want to use hay and silage to make TMR. We can use straw as well, but we're not gonna get straw unless we buy it from shop. So 3 ingredients we can mix together. I think there was minerals as well, but we technically don't need it. Hold on a second. So this one's here. Let's bring the car a little bit closer. It's gonna make it easier. Yeah, so those ingredients to make some food for the cows. Cows are pretty... I think we should start like a cow farm perhaps. Okay, let me bring this one over here. Trying to do too many things at the same time, getting distracted. So yeah, cows, TMR, total mixed ration. I think that's what it was called. Alright, that's a pretty good location. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so hay, silage is more expensive, but it's easier. Oh, there goes the drain in the background. Oh, I think you can see it, top, middle. Train's going past us right now. I think it sort of disappeared. So when we go over, I think we're gonna bring back the other tractor as well. Yeah, you'll see. I mean, it would be funny if the other one has the exact same problem. That would be, honestly, that would make me really sad. Alright, this one, click again 3 times to twist it. Actually, we're so close, I don't even have to do much more right now. And now let's try and get you. This one's quite heavy. Oh yeah, see the tractor struggle just a little bit. Alright, swap again, open it up. Ooh, here we go. It stayed. That's good. Is it in place? I think it is. We're... oh no. Oh no. No. We're too close. Okay. Lock them all in. There we go. Perfect. The tractor was a little bit too close. It's funny when you're too close and you try and put the belts on, it thinks the attacher or the front loader is supposed to be going there as well. Alright. Bring this up. Are we somewhat in the middle? I think we are. Straight down. Alright. Close you up a little bit and hopefully... okay, we're oh no, we were too close to the factory over here. That is very sad. Okay, open this up again. Let's be a bit more mindful this time. Here we go. The log somewhere in the middle is here, I think. Alright. I think we can get the rest of the tree on it as well. And then that might be the weight limit then. Oh, this one's a little bit awkward angle. Let's hope we don't go too close. Oh dear. Bit of a awkward angle here. We're gonna try a little bit more. I don't really know where the hitbox is. Oh. Okay. Okay, this might be it. And let's be very gentle. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna do a couple of belts to make sure it stays there. Alright, next up we have 1 or 2 more pieces over here. It's very difficult to see in this somewhat of a dense foresty area. What we can do perhaps a little bit later to make this a little bit more tolerable is to use the mower to run through the forest as well. Alright, swap over, bring it up. Alright, got this. Perfect. So how many... Oh, don't go too close. We know what might happen. This tipping forward, I think it was a little bit. Okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna drive. Yeah, it's gonna be easier this way. Alright, there you go. And then one more. Yeah, so kind of curious, how much money might we make from this? If we could get close to something like 10,000, that would be very lovely. Alright, swap this over a little bit. Oh no. And... okay. Ooh, that was close. Drive back a little bit more. Do we have any more logs here? I think we can probably... lock this one in. One in the back as well. Alright, let's give it a quick test. Oh, he seems to be fine actually. Yeah, it looks like we got a little bit more space on the left hand side, so why don't we turn you off, leave you here for a second. Let me see, we're gonna grab one more tree. Which one's kind of in the way? I think this one here. We're gonna build this way for sure. So actually, never mind, this guy is sort of in the way. So which way do we want to go? We want to go this way. Yep, directly to the left of us. Alright, here we go. Great. Why? So if we... let's turn this around. Are we gonna be able to... oh, so close. Okay. Right, let's jump in here. See if we can push you back a little bit. We can. And bring this down as well. Why is this one down? Bring you up. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. We're just gonna clean this up first. Oh, where are you going? Here we go. It's gonna fall down eventually. Okay, we got the whole thing done on that side. Actually, it's kind of helping us, so now we can make sure that everything's nice and tidy over here, ready for transporting. So I don't suppose we're gonna be able to... what happened there? I don't suppose we're gonna be able to put this whole thing on the trailer over there. It's definitely gonna save us quite a bit of time if we can do so. Oh, turn this a little bit more. That wasn't very straight, but I think we should be all right. All right, so that's piece number 2. Log number 3. Oh, where are you going? Thank you very much. There's another one, and right over here. Right. Perfect. We get one more. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, it's as good as it gets. Now, the question is how... we just... no. Alright, that works. And let's see if we can get this on the right angle. Oh dear. Okay, that will do. Press it down, close this up, back again. Alright, we've got it. Let me just do one more on this side as well. I'm surprised we haven't struggled. Oh, actually, maybe we're not struggling too much with this tractor because it has wheel weights. But typically with these kinds of heavy logs and a smaller tractor, it definitely struggles quite a bit. Okay, so where are we? That's very far behind. What's more surprising actually, yeah, is that this trailer is still alive. I don't think those tires are feeling very great right now. Yeah, they definitely don't appreciate us adding more. Uh-oh. That was weird. I'm gonna open this up nice and steady. Okay, I'm actually very surprised that this is working. There you go. There's another piece, and I think for the following couple, we're just gonna put them in, load them up from the other side, and then just pray that it's gonna work. Alright, back a little bit. Here we go. I think we might be able to... Looks like something's holding it up here. Alright, close you. There we go. Bring it back over. Up. Alright, turn on the lights as well. Oh no, that tree's kind of in the way, but I think we might be... And there was another log over there. A little bit smaller. A bit less in volume. Probably makes it a tiny bit cheaper as well. So we're trying to get the big ones to go for selling. Okay, come on, let's get this. Uh-oh. Some weird stuff happening with this tractor that I've not really seen before. Hopefully it's not gonna mess up. I think this trailer is sliding. That's probably because of the weight that's here on this trailer. Okay, here we go. That one was perfect. Okay, keep you all nice and together. Then, yeah, let's just get the big ones. That's a massive load. That should be pretty good payday. If it isn't, I'd be very disappointed. I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, typically these smaller trailers, if you fill them up, it's good. If you get something, well, it depends on the trees as well. Anything about 10,000 should be pretty good. Yeah, I think we can be quite happy. If it's more, that would be brilliant. Alright, here goes. Will we be able to do it in first person? Alright, let's give it a try. Bit more challenging over here. Guess it makes more fun as well. Bit more realistic. Oh. Right on the log, here we go. So, where do we have to position ourselves? Can't really see anything. Okay, so might be alright. I don't really know how far we are. Oh, that would have been bad. Right, so drop you here, open up those claws a little bit, and slowly, surely, and now quickly retreat rapidly before it falls off. Let's get those belts on as well. This one. Oh, that all of them. I think that's all of them. All right, is that everything, or can we do another one? I think we can do another one on top. It looks like there's a bit of a spot there. All right, and there we go. Down right about here. Swap over the tool. back over again. Oh, wow. Okay, we're slowly, yeah, getting the hang of it. I still don't like this at all, because typically you don't have to switch them at all. Definitely gonna bring in this other tractor and give it a try. See if that one's a little bit better. If not, we're gonna have to make some changes. Not sure if I want to sell this tractor though. It's really good. Really good specs. And I like the look of it as well, that it's not one of those new fancy looking ones. Okay, so I think it is time. Alright, there we go. We'll turn you off as well. And with you, let's go for our first road trip. Yeah, quite a lovely little old pickup truck. I guess that's one of the things that I want from this series as well, is not to use, well, eventually we might do, but at least right now, keep it kind of like old school in some ways where we can, and not to have those shiny, fancy new things. Just gonna check on the logs real quick. Find fancy, clean looking stuff. I definitely want them to. I'm okay if it's all muddy and dirty. It's just, I mean, we're living in a forest, trying to build a farm. This trailer is looking really weird over there. Oh, we didn't check for the train, but oh, we're flying. Yeah. So we didn't crash into the train. That's good. Definitely have to check this in the future. Right, if we get at least 10k, bring it to 79. For home, I don't really want to spend too much money just yet, because we don't really have the layout yet. We don't really know where anything's gonna go. We're gonna have to do it bit by bit. So I have downloaded like a little tent, kind of like a camping area and spot, but the problem is it's actually, if my memory serves me right, it's still very expensive. It's like 20,000 for a tent. There was also like a bench as well. That was like 5,000, but that feels a little bit too extreme. We do need a home, like a little save point where it's sort of where we respawn every time. Where are we going? Oh yeah, right over here. So yeah, tent would definitely be very fitting. Oh, here we go. And right over here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think it was a little bit too heavy. And sell it. We got. Let's go into finances. Check this out. See how much we made. All right, so that's gonna be difficult. Saltwood. Okay, 17,360. Yeah, ignore the rest. That's all misleading because I had to delete a lot of things and then reset it at the start. But 17,000 is really good, so we're on 87,000 right now. What are you doing? Okay, I think we're fine now. Yeah, 17,000, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty much, let's just take a quick look. Buildings over here, sheds, silos, extensions, constructibles, nope. Containers, tools, farmhouses. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, these are expensive. This will be kind of cool, but we want something more primitive. Yeah, that's the 5,000 where we can just sleep on there. Yeah, 20,000. That's a lot of money. I think what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to go through the mod list and try and find something more suitable for us. For the time being, we're gonna spend 5,000 and set the bench as our spawn location. Alright, so we don't really... Oh, hold on a second. We might go and check out the shop real quick. So we got this tractor over here as well. We didn't really try it before, and maybe some of you wanted me to test it out, so here we go. I thought it's gonna look a little more worn out actually. Oh yeah, there's some tents and things over here, so... No, this looks pretty cool. Turn you on as well. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Oh, it sounds perfect. So, question is, do we want like a front loader, like a separate one for you? It might not be a bad idea, especially if that we don't need to swap it with the other one. Yeah, let's do one more. I don't think it was too expensive. Wait over here. Hold on a second. Where are you going? Shop over here. I mean, we've made a bit of money right now. Front loader. Was it the front loader? Yep, that's the right one. And we didn't have... Oh, the question is, what was the horsepower on that? Right now, 90. Okay, so this one's for 80, 120. Okay, we can only get this one. And change the color as well. Yep, let's do it this way. 7,500 is actually quite a bit of money. It would have been great to get it on sale, but there wasn't really anything else here that we want to buy. Alright, well, there we go. Oh, do love the look of this as well, the simplicity. Back to the basics. Yeah, so as I was saying at the start of the game, in the last sort of week, I have been playing actually a bit of Farm Sim, and with Timberborn, I guess we're gonna do that as well. I see this now more like a filler. Every now and then you gotta play something else, right? And it just felt like I don't want to go too long without recording. We're gonna follow you. Imagine our friend's gonna do the driving for us. Yeah, so I already felt that. Someone here? Yep, someone's there. So yeah, quite a few days since we... Oh, it is heavy. Quite a few days since last posted, so I find myself playing on this game, so I might as well do a bit of recording here as well. And I do enjoy this. I don't know what it is about Farming Simulator. I don't really play any simulator games, but this one seems very interesting. I might be a little bit biased as well, because I have lived on a farm before, so some of those machines I have also driven myself, especially actually something we had something similar that I'm sitting on right now, and that was pretty cool. That was long ago though. But yeah, overall with this series, what I was hoping to say before is I don't think this is gonna be like daily episodes and things. More like now I'm probably gonna jinx this, but I'm thinking more like maybe once a week. And then there's another game that I'm playing as well. Farthest something Frontier. It wasn't Farthest Frontier, that was a different one. Lightyear, I've forgotten what it was, but it was really cool. I'll try and bring this on the channel as well. I really enjoy it. Something with alien planets, colonizing them, building and defending. Yeah, we'll see it soon. And then I did like your ideas about Timberborn as well. Ember Belts would be pretty cool to try out, so I'm just gonna give it a few days. Days, maybe a week before we get back into Timberborn. So yeah, that's my kind of plans for the short-term plans for this channel. There's quite a few lovely games on the Steam summer sale. That's when things went downhill for me. I saw a few games on sale, and I was like, "Ooh, okay, I've got to try these." All right, you're still behind us. All right, lovely. I do want to eventually buy this plot of land here as well, so that way we could build our roads. Right now, because we don't really have any other people living here, there's no neighbors, no one needs to know that we're cutting directly through their land here. Okay, so here we are. Oh, come on, the brakes are not very good. Alright, let's stop you. Got nothing on you right now, that's alright. I think we're just gonna park you somewhere over here. And then what we'll do is we'll turn it off, and let's just try this out over here. So place the mowers at the back. Oh, one thing we don't have is the weights, and I think he's gonna struggle because this is a much smaller tractor than the other one, and it doesn't have any wheel weights on the back either. So I'm gonna use this as our sort of like an anchor. It's gonna keep us. Oh, come on! Camera work is terrible. All right, here we go. Yep, that's gonna keep us from flying all over the place. There you go. Gonna swap this over. Turn this on. Right here. Bring it down. So maybe, yeah. Keep the winch in this one. I don't actually know what we're gonna do. I don't want to sell it though, so we're gonna keep this. Alright, jump over here. I really love this one though. This one's really cool. And let's give it a try then. Okay, wait a second. Is it because... Let me drop you over here. Oh no, this one doesn't work either. What is it? It's adjusting something. I have no idea what it is. It's doing something right now. Okay, so that's actually problematic. I'm gonna have to do some thinking, and once I figure out a solution, I'll let you know. But this is gonna be enough for this episode. We've done a bit of an intro, as into what's going on, what's happening, and what are we expecting from this. So this sort of semi-realistic series, I hope it's gonna be fun for you guys to watch as well. And feel free to drop any comments in terms of where you want us to go with this series. I think, yeah, the starting point is going to be a bit of forestry. We'll set up the sort of field right on the outside over here, and then as we progress into this forest, we're going to expand our empire a little bit as well. And before we go, actually, we said that we are going to have to build this over here for our save point. I don't really like it, but it's I don't 20,000 for a tent. Let me see, how big is this? Kind of cool though. And I mean, it would make sense. Do you know what? Let's do it. It's 20,000. It pains my heart. I would never pay 20,000 euros for a tent. But sometimes you just make a silly decision. So here we go. We've got a little sleep point over there. Not gonna build a perfect crate. It's gonna be, well, some of it might be, but not all of it. So there we go. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.